So, Five Nights at Freddy's worst creators. Oh, we're looking at the worst scum of the scummiest place ever. Okay, and in the thumbnail we have, I don't know who that is. That is Mind the Pony, who was an artist and I think is still an artist. An artist. He goes now by his real name Andrew Stein, and that is Skimpus McRimpus. Why is he a groomer? I don't get it. Okay, I hope there will be one very just evil persona, and Blackout. I'm talking about Blackout. I hope he will be in the video. Oh, because that was the representation of evil. I swear to God. Alright, let's watch it.
Five Nights at Freddy's is undoubtedly a generational game. Originally coming out in 2014, it was quick in gaining popularity due to all the popular YouTubers at the time, like Jacksepticeye, PewDiePie, and Markiplier, making playthroughs of the game. While at first people just like seeing their favorite YouTuber get scared on camera.
Oh, the sounds, I don't like them. No!
If it was just a game filled with jump scares and nothing more, I don't think
God, those times were so much fucking simple, I can't believe it.
I think FNAF would be where it is today. Jump scares get old very quickly, especially when you know they're coming.
I mean, I don't...
It was a long time ago.
Like, everyone wants me to play this game to get scared, but after 4 games, I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah, it became quite repetitive.
You know there's just gonna be jump scares.
What really kept people interested in the game, including myself, was the story Scott Cawthon was trying to tell, as confusing as it was. It was more than enough to keep people buying the next game, and for a large community to form around it. Within this community, a variety of fan-made content was being produced almost every day, like fan games, simple YouTube videos, and my personal favorite aspect, the music. All this and more.
Oh yeah, the music, my god. FNAF music became a separate genre, I swear. Ooh, the amount of FNAF songs that I was listening to while I was a kid. Oh, such good times. I want to be a kid again. Really.
FNAF's popularity while people waited for the next release. But unfortunately, like with any other community, there will be some members who end up becoming more of a real threat to children than any character in the story ever could be.
Yeah. And by the way, threat not only to children, but to society itself as at large. Thanks to our members, no one. Please give me the money. Xyler guy, what the hell is that name? And who is that in the first place?
Dormitibus is your standard FNAF fan game where you keep whatever entity trying to kill you at bay.
That's Nietzsche Blackout, my god.
What really put this game in the spotlight was its very questionable story.
Oh yeah. The story of Dormitibus, the purple guy, who is in this universe Garvey Wright, pedophile, necrophile, serial murderer, and etc.
Oh my god!
Oh no!
This is most certainly beginning to be fun.
By the way, when Blackout was making Dormitibus, he was basing Garvey Wright, this psychotic character that we are listening to, of his own sick fantasies. That's a fact.
There's this hot 15-year-old that was part of the kids' friends group.
Ew.
You know, it was fun. She screamed. But nobody heard.
No. I don't want to listen to it again.
Fun.
And its unquestionably disgusting writer, Blackout 1912, who would be exposed for multiple things like grooming. Blackout 19.
Nietzsche, yeah. Blackout 1912, Nietzsche, Nicholas J. Gunningberg. And he is no more in the FNAF community. He was practically exiled from the FNAF community once again, and his team that he made. Yeah, the guy had a team. uh, I don't remember the new guy that replaced Blackout. Expellet. I think it was Expellet. A person who weirdly shared a lot of views with Nietzsche. Oh, by the way, I forgot another one. Aside from being a necrophile, pedophile, and all of that file, he was also a Nazi sympathizer. Literally the worst of everything.
1912, who would be exposed for multiple things like grooming, blackmailing, necrophilia.
Yeah, I remember that one. He was DMing some teenager on Discord, some teenager girl. He was sending her pencil. If you know what I'm talking about. It was the destiny of FNAF community. If you understand what I mean.
Many other things. But we won't be talking about him today. Instead, we will be discussing a much less known creator who shares a similar fate to Blackout.
What?
Xyler Guy.
Xyler. Okay, Xyler Guy. Just because of the font that he was using in the beginning, the L looked like I. Xyler. Okay.
He was in active development in the FNAF fan game Night Shift. In this game, you would roam around the Wolf Cave while hiding from animatronics, like how you do in Security Breach.
Yeah, it looks like that's literally a copy of the Pizzaplex. Just a copy.
Around the area, you will be investigating.
Holy shit, that guy is tall.
Something we don't really know.
Wait.
Area, you will be.
Let's assume that's a regular man, 175. Damn, that's like well over 240. That shit is longer than Fleur de Lis. Fuck.
Be investigating something we don't really know, as the game would be cancelled due to Xyler Guy being exposed before it could ever finish development. In 2023, Jen Penn would make a post on Game Joe exposing his interactions with
NSFW suggestive topics: racism, homophobia, transphobia, child CP. Xyler Guy, the biggest night shift problem. Holy fuck. Why can't we have nice things?
Xyler, well, he was at least 16 years old. Xyler's exact age isn't known, but a friend of his that
I was surprised by the DM. Me and Xyler are both well
that we will speak about later would confirm the two were older than 18. In the doc, Jen would explain that he began talking to Xyler Guy after responding to a message he sent in a Discord server the two were in. Xyler wanted to show Jen a meme, so he sent him a friend request.
Oh god,
this meme that Xyler wanted to show Jen was a video that seemed normal at first until it started flashing red.
That's in Russian, by the way. Warning, humor blacker than black. What? Now the meme in question was just a pure mix of all suggestive. First 5 seconds are the opening of Neon Genesis Evangelion. Okay, but after that, suggestive images began flash on the screen. I don't like what I see.
Random images, which included fetish drawings of minors, Nikocado Avocado's OnlyFans for some reason.
What the fuck?
And some cringe memes, according to Jen. This was
screenshot anything. I was sending this. Fuck.
A one-time thing.
First of all, both are Russians. What the hell? I thought that the Russians were better than this. On the other side, the Russians right now in the, Slavic special ed. Yeah. Uh, not that surprising.
either, as Zyler would continue to send strange memes, some of which I think I have to censor a little bit more for YouTube over the course of a few weeks, all the while knowing Jen is a minor.
Well, that one was expected, to be honest. Gachi is super popular in the Russian communities.
Due to his age being displayed in.
By the way, after that the conversation went fully to talking about FNAF stuff and even Xaler's past. He was working on a Hello Neighbor fun game as a concept artist. But after it was cancelled, he wanted to make a FNAF game, etc. etc. I just tried to forget about what he sent to me. Every other time he sent me explicit material, I tried to ignore it. Fuck. I didn't want his uncomfortably weird humor to affect our friendship. Shitty friendship, I have to say.
Eventually, Zyler would send COD points to Jen, which would be the breaking point. As after this, Jen would gather up all the evidence and
Two boys without gloves. Oh no!
make the post. Some other things of note is that Blue, Zyler's friend from earlier, who is also the co-director / main programmer of Night Shift, was also caught talking inappropriately with a minor. Besides possessing
Ew.
and distributing COD points, Zyler also didn't treat his team very well, as all 25 members were never paid for their work. Most concerningly as well is that some of his developers were minors themselves. As far as I can tell, Zyler guy has not returned, and let's hope it stays that way.
Full agreed. What have Grimpus McGrimpus has done? My
Analog
god.
horror, originating from films like No Through Road and Marble Hornets.
Yeah.
Its popularity really grew in 2021 with series like The Mandela Catalog.
Pretty ironically that it was in 2020, 2021. Yeah, but the pandemic fucked up everybody. But at least we got something good out of it. And that wasn't... No. I wanted to say the GPU's prices came up, but no, it's a bad thing. But aside from everything bad and the rise of GPU prices, that was a fucking nightmare. I guess VHS was the only good thing, but... Mandela Catalog, the author was outed as a Peter Groomer something, I don't know, I didn't delve into that yet. And apparently now Squimpus, the basically godfather of FNAF VHS, is now a groomer? Why?
And the Walton Files. Around this boom in popularity came the FNAF VHS tapes, created by Squimpus McGrimpus, and I actually remember watching these videos when they first came out. What I didn't know was what the creator was doing while making these videos. March 17, 2023, a burner account would make an exposed post about Squimpus. In this post, it has his own confession about his interactions with these.
Oh no! When I was 17, I talked to Blank, who was 14, about kink stuff, as in we both had interest in it. This was coming, and I'm not gonna beat it around the bush. At least he has admitted it. I stopped about a week after I turned 19 and then relapsed a few times from about 19 to 2020. I entertained the idea of if it's not sexual then it's okay in 2022, which I went back on soon after. I didn't realize at the time, but there was a power imbalance, me being a popular YouTuber and all. For a very long time, I didn't realize how much hurt I... Fuck, language. For a very long time, I didn't realize how much hurt I was doing to Blank. Now that I do, all I can say is that I'm willing to own up to my mistakes in any way that I can. A few people from this server came up to me and explained everything to me. And the fact that I did something really terrible is more clear than it's ever been. I apologize to everyone, and I especially apologize to Blank. I can sit here and say that I never wanted to hurt anyone, but I feel like doing is more important than saying. That doing starts with this confession. Everyone who's been around me has the right to know. Blank and I were both groomed beforehand. I can't speak for him, but I had a lot of logic they used on me stuck in my brain well after my own groomer was gone. Some of it's still in there, but I'm not going to unlearn it without consequences for it. I won't blame anybody for being upset with me, ever. Just know that I am actively working to stop myself with these sorts of things, and that the work is going to be put in tenfold starting now. Feel free to distance yourself from me until you are comfortable. Nobody will be comfortable, sorry Squimpus, but even with the confessions, with the apologies, with everything, with acknowledgement of hurting somebody else, nobody will be comfortable with you. Sadly. You did a terrible thing, a very terrible thing, and nobody will ever trust you again, even if you acknowledge it, no matter what. Honestly, I hope you will get better, that you will mature in some future, but right now, I guess you are cancelled now.
16-year-old while he was 20. When I was 17, I talked to Blue, who was 14, about kink stuff.
So I was reading all of that for nothing. Alright.
As we both had an interest in it. This was grooming, and I'm not going to beat around the bush with it. I stopped about a week after I turned 18, and then relapsed a few times from about 2019 to 2020. I entertained the idea of if it's not sexual then it's okay in 2022, which I went back on soon after. I didn't realize how much hurt I was doing. Now that I do, all I can say is I'm willing to own up to my mistakes.
The guy making it shorter. Thank you, man. For that, I'm putting you a like.
Any way that I can. Blue and I were both groomed beforehand. I can't speak for him, but I had a lot of logic they used on me stuck in my brain. Well after my own groomer was
That's a very fucked up logic, by the way. Why? Just why?
gone.
Why would you inherit the logic of the people who groomed you? On the other hand, that does make sense. Even though it pains me to say that. When you are groomed, you're thinking way differently. You're thinking in the way that your groomer wants you to think, so... Fuck. I just trapped myself in that logic, right? Never mind.
Some of it is still there, but I'm not going to unlearn it without consequences for it. I won't blame anyone for being upset with me. Just know that I'm actively working to stop myself with these sorts of things. Since he literally explained to us what kind of conversations he was having with the minor, I don't think I need to read the messages between them. So we will move on to Squimpus's final response to everything. To the people who wanted me to make a statement, here it is. What's on burner account is true. The victim wants to stay anonymous, and I'll keep it that way. I want everyone to stop harassing them because I am the one who is in the wrong. Support them, no matter what.
Wait, but in the Discord, he apparently stated the exact name of the person. Why the fuck, in one place, did you did you write the person exact name, well, to be exact, nickname on Discord? And then say on Twitter, hey guys, that thing that was on burning account so-and-so was true. Please don't harass the victim. My victim wants to stay anonymous. Please don't harass that victim. I won't even say the name. Please leave him alone. Reverse psychology is a bitch. And there will be somebody, even if you say, this is not reverse psychology, please do not harass them. Some people will take it as reverse psychology, and they will be just pieces of shit, and they will harass the person. Those people exist, sadly. And since you are popular as fuck, you are fucked.
I want to improve, truly improve, and I'm not going to use social media until I know I'm better, and that I'm a safe presence. This is a self-imposed restriction, and it might take months or even years before I'm back. Some anonymous people are helping me keep my word.
By the way, since we are talking about Squimpus, I want to take a look at him. Scream Puss. Scream Puss. Here it is. Let's look if he is active now. And he is not active at all. Which is pretty understandable. By the way, less comments than... Oh, sorry about this one. You were not supposed to see that shit. Oh, no. Oh, what? What the fuck? The hell? Give me a second. You know what, whatever. Yeah, less comments than what was before. Let's see what the people will say. Foreshadowing. Oh, TIFNAF features creator content minor. TIFNAF features creator is a pedophile. Great, now get out. Go fuck yourself. Another day, another content creator who can't be normal. Fucking true, man. And he said that on 2023. Oh, he should have been waiting for 2024 because every new creator was new. Every let's just say legendary creator was turning out to be a groomer, a pedo, or a horrible being. I'm so disappointed. I respect your design to want to improve as a person, but please do it away from the internet and stay true to yourself and stay true to your word on that. I won't say it. Yeah, and the guy is keeping his word apparently, which is respect to him. Respect. Yeah, he hasn't done any shit ever since. Give me a second. I will put my Twitch window back in place. Well, at least the guy is keeping his word. I don't know when he will come back, but nothing will be good out of it.
Word on this. I will say, at least he's trying to get some help. As
Yeah.
most people probably wouldn't even do that.
Yeah, respect
Only
him
time
for
will
that.
tell if he ever gets back into the same community that once supported him.
Oh god. I don't know what happened with Mando, but look, I love the music, okay? Sometimes you can just put the creator and his creation in different places. Like, is the person terrible? Yeah, but his music was and is still good. And it was done way before all this shit. So technically you can still listen to the music.
Out of everyone I talked about, there is no one more influential and recognizable within the FNAF community as Andy Stein, aka Mando Pony. No
Yep.
doubt, if you were to even have a passing interest in the FNAF community, then you would have heard of one, if not all of Mando Pony's songs.
Yeah.
If you're never
I
into
remember.
FNAF, the best way
Just
to
Gold was my favorite, especially in the Russian cover. Oh, that was Just Gold.
show you how popular these songs are is to give you the raw numbers. Survive the Night, which is Andy's most popular
Holy
song, has
fuck.
221 million views. Given how popular he is and how he was
That's the amount of views you would expect from some hyper popular singer, artist, whatever. Like, I don't know, Alan Walker, for example, in his golden age. That was the kind of numbers.
a part of
Holy
mine
shit.
and many others' childhood. It's quite disappointing to be covering him on this channel, but it's important that more people know about his actions, since I only recently have learned about them. The most well-documented victim is Kay Seraph.
Oh.
While they are 22 right now, their interactions with Andy were back in 2019 during their junior year of high school.
That means she was 17, 18 at the time, right? Oh no.
Making them 17
Oh
and
god.
Andy 21. What really
Oh,
makes
no.
this weird is that Andy had no reason to flirt with this minor, as he had been a married man since 2014. Their
What?
conversations would begin on Andy's public Instagram, or it would eventually move on to Andy's
So not only was he technically grooming a minor, he was also cheating on his wife. What the fuck? What the hell, man?
private Snapchat. We know it's Andy's Snapchat because after sending a nude photo to Kay, he sent over some pictures of himself with a horse, which were never posted online. Now, there are a lot of conversations between Kay and Andy, so I will only read a couple. Andy says, "Are you alone?"
To be honest, at some point, when I first heard it, and then I heard that it was like a false accusations, I thought for a minute that this was a false accusation, which was a fucking mistake. I understand it now. Fuck.
Haha, XD. Just a quick pic, XD. Keep it a secret, haha. Obviously, don't really want anyone knowing I send you stuff like that. I'm really hoping maybe I'll
One, fuck you. You literally told me on almost this exact day that you didn't want her visiting you. Two, for the last goddamn time, stop acting so fucking smoke about cheating on your fucking wife. I think that was the wife writing it, but I don't know.
get to see you alone when you visit. Kissy face. You need Vex. I'd love to make you feel amazing. I'll see what we can do, but we gotta be super discreet. This next
Oh,
conversation is
gross.
interesting, not because of what they were talking about, but for what the caption on the photo reads, which says, "Oh yeah, I had to cut a lot of duck."
She's fucking 18. Oh yeah, I had to cut out literal fucking from this a few times. So yeah, this is the kind of shit I've been dealing with. I am going fucking insane. Okay, that's the wife. I guess the wife was exposing him.
Ducking COD points from these a few times. All these messages show they cut a lot of
Oh yeah, that was definitely his wife. Who else would have Andy Stein with the heart and the emoji? Yeah, that was the wife, no doubt.
ducking COD points from these a few times. All these messages show that Andy wanted to cheat on his wife with the 17/18.
Oh wait, no, that wasn't the wife. I guess that was the child lover. Fucking disgusting. Because yeah, Andy me, yeah. I don't know how Snapchat ROM work, okay? I never used that shit. And also this is on an iPhone. Fucking shit. I hate iPhones. Samsung supremacy only. But anyway, I guess that was the victim of Andrew who sent all of the material to the wife, who then exposed everything, right? Do I get it right?
Year-old, and that potentially some more illegal content was sent his way.
Ew.
Once Kay came out about her interactions with Andy, he would try to turn people against Kay and even give out her home address to other people, which he obtained
What?
by lying to Kay about sending a gift. But this would not be the only victim. Kane
What? I don't know her. My tongue. I do know her home address. She knows I have it. I might be able to remind her that I can send the police to her place if I or anyone in my family receives any threats to or contact from her. What the fuck? What the hell? Who does that shit? Wait, she gave you that to you? Yeah, she did. I just acted like I wanted to send her something. This girl, I actually had originally sent you her school because she had that because she shared pics of her school IDs. Also, in one of them, she's literally dressed like Nate from the Phantom music video, and it's so creepy. What? You mean like Nate wants to battle, right? She said this was her. First of all, who is this person? What the fuck? What the hell? Andy is so much worse than I thought. Fuck.
By lying to Kay about sending a gift. But this would not be the only victim. July 14th, 2020. The Exposing Annie Stein Twitter account would come
Wait, there was another one? She's only 15? What?
out about another alleged victim. This one being 15 years old.
What
But unlike
the
with
fuck?
Kay, we can't really prove that it was Andy speaking with this minor. Even after I reached out to the account, this is all the information they could give.
I wanted to get some clarification on some things regarding Mando. Sure, how do you know the old Instagram is Andy's for the 15-year-old? Oh. Fuck my arm. Don't want to be stretched out. Fuck. Alright, this one is much harder to prove, and that's coming from me. The 15-year-old victim was pressured to delete most of the screenshots by Andy before the allegations came out. So the few we actually have posted are rare. I can say with certainty the account belonged to Andy, despite the fact it's much harder to actually prove it. I hate telling people that, but it's the truth. If you want a better explanation, do see this section of the video I will link to you.
Me. Alright, this one is much harder to
And once again, I was reading that for nothing.
prove, and that's coming from me. The 15-year-old victim was pressured to delete most of the screenshots by Andy before the allegations came out, so the few that we actually have posted are rare. I can say with certainty the account belongs to Andy, despite the fact that it's much harder to actually prove it. I hate telling people that, but it's the truth. Now that we have that in mind, let's move on to the second victim's story. So this all started in August of last year. I wished him happy birthday, and he said thank you. In January this year, I felt really alone because I had a falling out with a friend, and I went to him because I felt I could. He didn't respond to me until the start of our lockdown period here in the UK. He
Shit.
apologized for not getting back to me straight away, and then we started talking. About a week into us talking, he began sending me nudes of his behind as he was standing in the mirror. He then
What? What kind of grown man sends a picture of his ass? What the fuck?
began showing me his lewd art and proceeded to tell me he has a furry fetish. This was a little while
No wonder his nickname is Monto Pony. Fuck. The My Little Pony fandom created another monster. Why the fuck am I not surprised?
later, but if you're drawing naked animals, go figure. He kept telling me he never asked for anything in return, like nudes and stuff, because he was respectful that I had a partner at the time, and that I was and his lewd art. I eventually told him to stop sending it to me because I felt really uncomfortable, and you know, it's not really my thing.
Wait,
I
what?
told him
Drunken Dine? What the fuck? Ah. Wait, no. Ah, that... Yeah, the guy
to
replaced
stop
that.
sending it to me because I felt really uncomfortable, and you know, it's not really my thing. But that's not all he would
By the way, that was Nate wants to battle on the PFP. Replaced PFP.
send. He would send me compliments, telling me how mature I was for my age. Classic groomer line right there. How gorgeous and attractive he thought I was. How I was the perfect woman. At
Ew,
first, I liked the
ew.
attention, but then I realized this was so wrong. I shared my writing
So
with him, my
fucking
sketches
wrong.
of a D&D character I created. I even shared some pictures of myself, not nude, just clothed photos he could use for references. After
Still
sharing my
bad.
writing with him, he told me I got him excited and that it turned him on. He said that because of how much of my art I shared with him, he wanted to repay
What the fuck?
my kindness. So I foolishly let him buy me Monster Prom. This is all on the side account he made because he claimed that his main was getting hacked into and made me delete the convo. Even some convos on the side I was made to delete. After everything, because I had a girlfriend, he has a wife, I told him to keep it friendly and that I know it was wrong. He even admitted to me that he was flirting with me, but I'm so attractive, I can't stop myself.
goodness, that... I will never be able to listen to Amanda Pony's song. What the fuck? Just why? Why do you have just to ruin everything? You had a great life. You had the future in front of you. Why do you have to always fuck shit up? God damn it, man.
He told me once he masturbated
I'm
over
fucking
some
crying, literally. Fucking crying. Because everything is now ruined. Everything is in shit. Pain. It's just pain.
stupid shit I can't remember. He also invited me to the tour they were planning on doing when they were coming to Europe, and said we might accidentally make out a bit with JK unless. After I told him to stop flirting with me, we stopped talking full stop. So that's everything. We do have the actual messages and drawings that the victim was referring to through our
Oh
story.
no.
You're this gorgeous, and you're in Ravenclaw, and you're into Overwatch? They said the perfect woman doesn't exist. They lied.
What the fuck? What the fuck?
I didn't want to be the creeper older guy, but you are so beautiful and your body is gorgeous. Only let men and women touch it if they treat it like a goddamn sacred temple. And worst of all, I hope by either me or your girlfriend or some other reason you have your first bang sometime soon. This all helps in proving her story is legit, but of course the main thing we need is undeniable proof that it was Andy speaking to this
That was my controller, by the way. Don't worry.
15-year-old. I tried to see if the drawings Andy supposedly made looked at all similar to the drawings he
Ew.
had made in the past, but I couldn't really find anything similar between them besides the fact that they look cartoony and that this person kinda looks like Andy. After the exposed post was made, Andy would be kicked out of Give Heart Records.
Yeah, I noticed it too. As a teenager, I obviously used to listen to a lot of FNAF music, obviously, and one of the people was Give Heart Records, of course, because Night Wants to Battle was there. Why else? And I understand before everything happened, he was there. He had a lot of songs there. Among them was Nothing Remains and Hero. I think that was the name of that song was Hero. I think Purple was there too. And something else too was there. I don't know honestly at this point.
Which is Nate Wants to Battle record label, and
Yeah.
many other artists would stop associating with him. Eventually, he would make a response on March 9th, 2020, when claims that I had a criminal relationship with some of my fans were first
LAPD. Los Angeles. Of course, this fucking California. This is what California does to people. God damn it.
made last year. They were thoroughly investigated by the Internet Crimes Against Children Task Force in coordination with the LAPD. They did so for many months and independently concluded that no crimes had ever taken place, no molestation, no pedophilia, no sexual relations with any minor whatsoever, even though some are cynically using these false allegations to promote themselves, spread
Fucking god damn it, you fucking kidding me after all that evidence? No. He erased that evidence from his devices, right? He erased all of that. Fucking piece of shit.
lies and garner attention for commercial gain. That doesn't make them any more true today than they were in the past. Again, no credible evidence was found that the persons bringing these allegations against me have been abused or maltreated in any way. I do now understand, however, that some of my fan interactions may have been insensitive or too personal, and that some of my comments made others feel in ways I never intended.
Fucking a little bit personal. Never intended. What the fuck? The intent was clear. And you went way too fucking far. Bitch. Almost said fucking body to that piece of shit.
I am ashamed and extremely regretful to have put my family and those I love in a position to question my integrity. I do not deny I failed my wife, my family, my friends, and my supporters. But I am not a criminal. No one wants to discourage abuse victims from speaking out. But one must bear in mind that sometimes there are people who are falsely accused and that this is also a terribly destructive thing. I look forward to
1 second, please. My hair being a fucking pain in my ass right for a second. Okay.
moving on and making things right, with the love of my life for all the pain caused by her having to live through these baseless accusations. Given the toxic atmosphere online, I will be continuing my hiatus from social media for the foreseeable future. Any harassment, stalking, or abuse directed towards me or my family will be prosecuted to the fullest extent of the law. To those who have continued to support me and my music throughout this difficult time, I am extremely grateful. Please continue to act with dignity, tact, and nuance.
I am going to spit on this piece of shit every fucking day if I ever see him. Let's check for a second if he's on Twitter right now. Fucking Tushkenu. Let's see right now. Oh, Tecton is here. Whatever. Mendo Pony. Okay, that's the front guy. And do you Stein? Stein, right? Yeah, this one. Yep, he stopped posting after the 2022 post. Yeah. Fucking piece of shit.
A second police investigation would take place a year later on August 22, 2022, where the same conclusion was made that Andy was innocent, which
means California fucking suck. That's what it means. LAPD, California, pieces of shit.
really good, but the reality is that only 1% of online predators are ever caught, and much worse people than Andy have walked free as well.
Well, here's that one too. Fuck.
After listening to both sides, I have one question for you. Do you think Andy is innocent? While researching this
Hell the fuck no.
topic, I noticed the comments were split evenly on every website, so I wonder if it will be the same here. Personally speaking, I do believe that he messaged Kay, as he literally sent a picture of himself that no one had ever seen before, and that he was trying to cheat on his wife with Kay, which isn't illegal but immoral. It's also really weird that he picked a 17-year-old to do it with. Like, come on man, what did you expect to happen? It's really weird that he picked a 17-year-old to do it with. Like, come on man, what did you expect to happen when you tell a 17-year-old, thank you for keeping all this private. It's probably wrong for me to be attracted to you, but I can't help it. Now the second victim I have a harder time believing, just because it's Andy's unknown alt account. And I know a lot of stuff was deleted according to the victim, which is a common thing predators ask their victim to do. But when it comes to serious claims like these, you need undeniable proof. I will say, both victims said Andy took pictures of his buttocks and sent it to them, and both accounts talk very similar, using a lot of emojis and uppercase letters. So I wouldn't be surprised if this was an alt account of Andy's.
Give me a second, I need to remember from what's... Oh, that's Gato Pint Hunted, yeah. I remember it now. Not Mento Pony. This second was safe.
The FNAF community has been around for almost 10 years, and it's good to see that I had a hard time finding people to speak about. For a game where kids are murdered and stuffed into suits, the fans do a good job in keeping actual children safe. If you enjoyed the video, consider becoming a member.
Wait.
Many people to speak about. For a game where kids are murdered and stuffed into suits, the fans do a good job in keeping actual children safe. If you enjoyed
Not really a good job, by the way, because way too many creators during that 1 year were exposed as terrible pieces of shit. So yeah, you were a little wrong on that one, buddy. But don't worry, nobody expected that shit to happen.
the video, consider becoming a member to have your name shown in the intro while fueling my gambling addiction. I'll see you next time. Peace out.
Oh, a great video, man, but great video, but this situation is absolute shit. To whoever watching it on YouTube, on a video YouTube, please go and subscribe to the guide. Link will be in the description.